y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Pisces. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I pressed the record button. And yeah, it kind of went like this. Because, you know, this is a thick deck and then the card short. Shit. I got probably about 300 cards. But yeah. Hey, either way it go. Beam, beam, beam. We gonna cut the deck and we gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Pisces, okay? Okay. Now, Pisces, bottom of the deck, we got the X. We got the X, baby. And on the opposite side, this might be a Libra. Your X might be a Libra now, Pisces. Or we got the X on the bottom of the deck, right? Behind the scenes, it might have something to do with, you know what I mean? Something going on behind the scenes, some type of illusion. But either way, I go with this Libra card as well, too. Libra is 7th house energy. So this could have something to do with partnerships, you know, marriages, the justice system. Okay? Okay? The truth of a situation. So, all right. When I split the deck, we got puppy love and clean. So, okay. There's some type of puppy love. You might make somebody feel like a kid or something like that. We got an Aries that came out in the reverse. First card out. So, of course, we can have a backward as Aries, right? Or this could deal with first house energy, you know. You dealing with somebody who has like some type of toxic selfishness to their self. You know, somebody may not necessarily be balanced when it comes to their mind or something like that. Yeah, this may affect their choices because that was choices that jumped. Okay, and now we got greedy in a reverse with this spiritual communication in the reverse. So with this greedy in the reverse, it seems as if a person is not able to overdo a situation or able to influence a situation in a certain way, you know. And with that being a number 8 in reverse, is given that somebody feels insecure, you know what I mean? It's some type of weaknesses or something like that taking place. Okay. So we have STD, Pisces. So somebody might have some, in potential. So somebody might have some type of potential STD. You know, again, this speaks of a spiritual transmitted disease, a spiritually transmitted demon, a sexually transmitted disease, sexually transmitted demon. Either way it go, you know. Somebody might be showing some type of qualities of having, you know, some type of entity attachment or whatnot. What's going on with us? Okay, we got public eye in the reverse with birth in the reverse. So something is not taking place. It's not being seen in the public eye. This weakness or, you know, whatever insecurities or lack it is that an individual feel that they have. But it's definitely a closed door when it comes to this Jezebel energy. So it seems like somebody has cut off some type of access or whatnot. Yeah, we got divine masculine in jail. Ex mind. So you might have an ex that's in jail, you know, who's somebody feel like is a divine masculine or something like that. You know, I don't know. But we got a impulsive flop. So, you know, somebody closed the door and they may have done something actually quickly. You know, put an ending to a situation quickly and it caused some type of major transformation. Either way it go, you know, a situation was a flop. It seems like it was unsuccessful. And we got simply don't care here. So somebody may have been being unfair, operating in a very unjust way, you know, refusing to accept accountability. Somebody has some type of imbalances and it seems as if, you know, shit, they don't care. They gonna rock and roll with whatever they got, right? We got family and go with the flow. So this person family might go with the flow as well too. You know, just go with however it is that this person is leading, you know. I don't know. It's something with people not questioning. Okay. And then we got puppy love that came on out in non-committal. So let's get it understood off top, Pisces. with this puppy love, somebody got some type of childlike energy to them. You know, they don't really understand like the advancement that's supposed to come along with love. It seems as if this person operates in a non-committal energy. This is like the type of person that start a lot of stuff and don't like close it, don't end it. You know how you have people that just leave a lot of loose ends, so they always have somewhere to go back to and shit like that. You know what I mean? Somebody is very surface level when it comes to their love. It's a jail union ex. So I don't know, again, like I said, if you may have met this person, you know, when you were bound, or both you guys were bound. Shit, you may have met this person in jail for some of y'all. You know what I mean? I don't know. You may have felt like you was in jail. You know? Yeah. There's something to it with that bondage, though. Yeah. And we got High Priestess energy here. So it seems as if, you know, this person may have opportunity. And that's what was sideways. I'm going to go ahead and push it down. So somebody has some type of puppy love for you, High Priestess, because they saw you as the opportunity of healing. You know what I mean? It may be something about your energy that you carry, the essence that you have, you know, and somebody, they used to this surface level shit, so that may have caused for them to respond in a situation like, you know, an impulse or something like that. And yeah, I don't know. We got falsified, altered, forged, fake, you know. And again, the X on this side. But then we got high vibrational, which fell out in reverse. So the opposite of high vibrational is definitely low vibrational. That might be these insecurities that somebody have. You know, it's something about them pretending, them faking, acting like they got, you know, this high vibrational energy, when in all actuality, this person enters, you know, their intentions, the guidance that they receive. It's a little bit different. See, we got a Scorpio in a reverse and high rank in a reverse. So we got a Scorpio that ain't got no rank. Virgo, high vibrational. Okay. So either we got a backward ass Scorpio. Somebody might have Scorpio and Aries placements in a chart that you're dealing with. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Wherever it fall with that Scorpio and that Aries. Somebody is having an issue when it comes to them closing out cycles. So with this Scorpio energy in the reverse. And again, high rank in the reverse. Somebody, they got demoted or something like that. Even with this Scorpio in the reverse, the 8th house energy is making me feel like an individual could have refused to go through a rebirth. You know, it's something about somebody not letting a cycle close out. Yeah. And greedy in a reverse with this high rank. It's even making me feel like, you know, with this spiritually transmitted demon or whatever it is that somebody got attached to them, it has a lot to do with their vibration. It's something about, again, this low rank, right? Okay. So we got a backfire here in forgiveness. So it seems as if, you know, whatever energy it is that somebody is in, they were too low ranked to try to, because it's making me feel like an individual tried to attack you, but again, a situation backfired on them. It ended up causing some type of transformation for them, some type of ending for them behind the scenes, right? And you got security, high vibrational choices. You know, it's something about, you know, somebody's security being affected by the choices that they make. It has a lot to do with an individual either thinking, you know what I mean, high vibrational, or they tapping into them lower chakras where they trying to get dark and devious and revengeful, you know, right? With this showing love. So a situation backfired because it seems as if, you know, you may have been showing love to this individual or something like that, and it's changing their perception. Spell work in the reverse. So somebody may have tried to, you know what I mean, again, attach something to you, bind you in some way, shape, or form, you know, attach themselves to you. Either way it go, baby, this door was closed. It's something about you being too strong and somebody doing something too quickly. See, focus. This person operates from impulse, and it seems like you're very focused. Again, you being focused is one of your strengths, right? High vibrational and fairness. It got a lot to do with that divine energy that you operate in. And you have something that's slowing down and becoming non-functional for another individual. Okay. Learned lesson and non-functional went ahead and came out. So somebody was hiding their true intentions, and that's no longer working for them. This situation is simply going to be a learned lesson for an individual. So them pretending like they don't care when it comes to them operating in this unjust manner, it's not working anymore. It's not working. It's been a sudden change. You know what I mean? And whatever it is that this individual was focused on is not working for them either. Again, with this spell work, is backfiring. Maybe somebody wanted individuals to stop showing you love. Stop being compassionate towards you. Stop. You know what again, ain't gonna happen. See, it's something about this childish energy. Like I said, it's a learned lesson for this individual because its scales is being balanced out. The truth of a situation. This has a lot to do with cause and effect. I mean, you the high priestess energy. It has a lot to do with you going internal to receive guidance, your introspection, you know. It also has a lot to do with your intentions too. Like, again, it's something about like how you operate in isolation. Yeah. You got a smooth talker that's soaking because things is slowing down for them due to your high vibration. Look, take a shot for me. Yeah, with this high priestess energy. So it seemed like this individual just gonna have to accept the situation just for what it is. Look, compassion, high vibrational again. There's something about you making it to, like your goal point. You endured whatever it is that you had to endure, but you're still touching success. You're still goal-oriented. You're still focused. And that's what's throwing off the whole situation. Look, winter and mature. Somebody got to be mature around winter. You got master level experience. Okay. When it comes to master level experience in the reverse is what I meant to say, Pisces. When it comes to a high priest, they're supposed to be mature. And comfortable operating in the high vibration. Somebody did not, they didn't learn. They didn't learn the lesson that they needed in order to achieve the level of experience that they trying to present themselves to be. It's some type of falseness with it. Again, high rank in reverse, an individual do not have a rank. So they shouldn't even been bothering you. Really shouldn't even been in your energy. Look, work it out. See, and now that this person understand that they don't have, the experience needed in order to press forward, they want to work it out with you. But it seems like you have detached yourself from this person. This individual needs to mend something in order to move forward. Give me more with this working it out. Yeah. Moving in silence. Because there's something about this backfire and the individual no longer being able to keep it to themselves. Yeah. This moving in silence it ain't no moving in silence. It's moving with a whole lot of noise. And with that being the 10 is giving, it's been a change of events with that. This has something to do with a fated event. Right? Look, exhausted. Somebody used up. High vibrational. They used up everything that they had in their spiritual bank. Look, falsified, forged, set up vibes. And then they tried to falsify their energy in order to set other motherfuckers up. You got a brick wall right here and clear path. Yeah. So something here stopped. Again, it's a brick wall when it comes to this showing love behind the scene. Somebody lacks direction as well, too. It's like them going internal to receive the messages that they want. They not receiving what it is that they want to hear. It's like, but it's honest. You know what I mean? And again, when it comes to this brick wall energy, it's a closed door to this spell work. Somebody can't razzle shit no more. Ain't no dazzling. Look, fancy but broke. 1,000 different ways of getting it. Expansion. That's what they got to realize. They can't mess with your energy. With this expansion, it's been a turn of events, right? And this 1,000 different ways of getting it, baby, that's the high priestess energy. It's some type of spiritual knowledge that you have, some type of sacred rebirth that you have went through. You got access to not only your past lives, but you also got access to, it's something about some type of currency. You different. You hear me? And when it comes to like things happening quickly, it's like you still know how to remain focused on what needs to be focused on. You're dealing with an individual who acting fancy but broke when it comes to their rank, for one, and it's also like where they come from, their tradition, the things that has been passed down to them. You know, it's something about somebody's spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge as well, too, this teaching, you know what I mean, what it is that somebody conformed to. Accomplishment, set up vibes, transformation, high vibrational. See, somebody was trying to put you in a position again where you lower your vibration, and then that way they could do what they was trying to do with you, but it ain't work. You accomplish your structure. Yeah. It says stop and think for a moment. Attention. Right? So this is making me feel like, again, stop and think for a moment. With that conforming to one's environments and society's norms and different things like that, it's something where, again, you can just tell, like the different things that an individual pay attention to and whatnot. The things that they found joy with, what made them happy. Again, that shit was non-functional for you. Somebody was acting like, you know, they was on some shit that they simply wouldn't own. I feel like both of y'all had to learn lessons in this situation, because suddenly somebody wanted to spiritually attack you or create some type of spiritual war or something like that. High vibrational, working together suddenly. Spiritual war. Oh, so somebody has tried to work with another who? You got rude. Stop and think for a moment. Somebody's attitude may have shifted towards you. When you step into this North Node energy, this high vibrational energy. Yeah. Look, suddenly soaking. It's something with an individual feeling left out, feeling down. Look, all is well, because you're in this all is well energy. It's something about this divine femme energy, empress energy. You being very abundant, a good parent, you know what I mean? And understand, like I always say to y'all, shit, even if you ain't got no motherfucking kids, understand how your hands in on a lot of people's growth. You still have to do a lot of parenting, even if it was for adults, or even if it was for people older than you, even if it was for your own parent. Yeah. What I say, fairness, high vibrational, family, addictions, destructive behaviors. Ain't nobody no different. You know what I mean? It's something about you still treating everybody accordingly. Look. And around winter, somebody is on some toxic shit. Yeah. It's something about, again, somebody submitting to their shadow self. But then it's like they want to come towards you. Like talking about they want to work it out or something like that. And it's only due to them hitting the brick wall. And you, again, having 1,000 different ways of getting it. Give me more with this. You got suffering in the reverse with justice in the reverse. Okay. So understand that winter ain't even took place yet. Winter solstice is actually in December, right? Around Christmas to be exact. But yeah, with the suffering in the reverse, it's like you ain't suffering around winter. It's something about you having structure, you having these different rules, these guidelines that you operating within. Look, and somebody looking at you, this person who got these addictions or these destructive behaviors, and they're curious about your high vibrational energy. How? Look, moon in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. Some shit ain't hid no more. The fact that you done answered your inner calling, and that, you know what I mean, certain individuals is under judgment, is more so being exposed. The illusion has been broken. You know, look, on the come up. That's what I'm saying. You can tell because there's some people who done hit a brick wall, and there's some people who is on the come up. It's like they knew how to transition with the time. Some people got stuck in their favorite time. Yeah, but these scales is being balanced out. Addictions, destructive behaviors being broken down when it comes to you regaining this structure with this high vibration. It's something I'm telling you, you don't overcame that shadow self. That soft node energy. Look, divine femme, that's what I'm telling you. 1,000 different ways of getting it, baby. You tapped in. It's something about you going into isolation. Again, that introspection, going internal, asking questions, actually listening and receiving messages. You know what I mean? Look, listening in the reverse. And somebody, again, whoever it is that's choosing to be in this fancy but broke energy, they ain't listening. Somebody not listening due to, you know what I mean, again, them just being insecure. Somebody want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to stay connected to their south node energy because they feel like it's more fun, but they want to, you know, not have to deal with any of the karma, any of the baggage that comes along with it. It's like they don't want to live there. They want to live in the north node, but they want to go and have fun in the south, like pick a side type shit. That's what I'm saying. Go with the flow. Fairness. Look. Easily influenced. Okay. So it's something about somebody not listening. Again. And deciding to be easily influenced. Easily influenced by an individual that was being rude. Knowing that all is well with you. What's going on? Easily influenced to do what? What they do. I feel like easily influenced, period. You got Cancer, Pisces just came out here. So this might have something to do with a Cancer and another Pisces, or you and a Cancer. You might have Cancer, Pisces highly aspected in your chart, but I even do you one better and tell you that Cancer is 4th house energy and Pisces is 12th house energy. Cancer deals with the home. It deals with your roots. You know what I mean? Again, like with that Hierophant energy, you know, tradition, the different things that was passed down to you or whatnot. And with this Pisces energy, Pisces is 12th house energy. That's the house of self. That has a lot to do with, you know, your imagination, your mind, like what you spiritual. Pisces is the house of hidden enemies is what it is. So it seemed like, again, when it comes to this home energy, the foundation or something like that, that's what's fucked up. That's why an individual, like, they rude the way they is, you know, when it comes to their gifts and different things like that. Whatever it is, somebody is simply easily influenced. They ain't got no structure. And they cool with that. That all is well. They're being a hidden enemy. Casting illusions. Living in the fairy tale. Yeah. Addictions, destructive behaviors, dumpster energy. Right. Some shit that came to completion with it. And now somebody is desiring a rebirth. I ain't saying now. I did say now, but I ain't saying now. Because, again, this is saying around winter. So, in a little bit, somebody gonna want a rebirth. They're gonna want to do it over. Again, high vibrational siphoning. Because they need to siphon off of a person who has some type of high vibrational energy. See, with that dumpster and these addictive, this destructive behaviors, they can't do nothing with that. That's the same energy that they got. Somebody needs something a little bit more level up. Baby, they might come to you and try to apologize to you or something like that. Look, you got whore here. Okay. So when it comes to this rebirth, what else you say? You got rebirth, right? And there's some type of hidden intentions of a whore to try to influence, you know? Some type of illusion when it comes to this entity attachment removal. Yeah. Somebody is bound. Okay. So you got a childhood upbringing, power and control. Somebody has not done the shadow work. The childhood wounding that needs to be taken care of, confronted, addressed, you know. It's like somebody has not learned from the lessons, you know, of the early experiences that they had in life. Somebody is still harboring something. Rebirth, horror, childhood upbringing. That is different. It seems like somebody may have even rebirthed into the same cycle. Shit, therefore it ain't no real rebirth, I guess, because, you know what I mean? Well, I guess it can be. I don't know, shit. You got solution. And somebody think that, you know, the answer to their problem is these addictions and destructive behaviors. Entity attachment removed. Stuck in the reverse. Transformation in the reverse. So somebody did not transform. And again, that's why you on the come up. That's why you're not stuck. That's how you transition into this divine feminine energy. This is still giving me some. Maybe somebody went through a rebirth who was a whore, you know what I mean, in their younger years or something like that. I don't know. But we got property when it comes to a Sagittarius. Entity attachment removal. So it might be a Sagittarius that feel like, you know, you belong to them, or somebody belongs to them, something belongs to them. Or it might be the other way around. Shit, you might feel like you got ownership or something like that over a Sagittarius or something like that. You know what I mean? Or again, with the Sagittarius energy, 9th house energy, that's going to deal with the mental exploration, baby. You might have control of your own mind. You know what I mean? Ain't no listening to nobody else. Ain't no easily influence in it. You can give a damn if you ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it. You know? Look, set up vibes. It's something with somebody paying attention to the fact that an individual is trying to set them up, like something just didn't seem right, didn't feel right, don't look right, don't sound right. Fuck. You know? Either way it go, you know, somebody is not stuck. It's some type of free moving energy. And whatever property ownership that somebody thought they had, like something has ended when it came to this divine femme. Whatever control that they thought they had. Somebody is not listening or something like that when it comes to a Sagittarius. Or again, that 9th house energy. Look, high priest, envy. Look, set up vibes. Okay. So it might be, you know, a high priest or something like that. They got some type of envy or something like that. And they looking at another individual and wanting to set them up or something like that. Because, you know, with that envy energy, it's like a person be aroused by the things that you have. They want your shit. They ain't even paying attention to what they got. They want what you got type shit. And we got a demonic effect right here. Aquarius. Aquarius may have had some type of demonic effect or something like that. Sagittarius belonging to ownership. Sagittarius, Aquarius, demonic effect, Cancer. These two people may have worked together. It's something where somebody wasn't listening or wasn't paying attention. And again, they was easily influenced. Because even with this Aquarius energy, that's 11th house energy, that deals with friends, like hopes, wishes. You know what I mean? Like, how can I explain it? Because it's like, I could easily say, like, a caring for the masses, but then it still be like that underlying Aquarius, like a not caring, you know what I mean, person, like type of energy. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah. But it seemed like somebody felt like they had ownership over your mind or something like that when it came to your friends or something like that. Somebody was easily able to influence. Look, South Node, blank, 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 baby. Yes, it's all blank. Give me more with this demonic effect. Sixth sense. Exalted. Okay. So it's something with somebody's sixth sense or something with these different senses that you have. over time. It's something with somebody having some type of extreme happiness or something like that due to some type of high rank or something. When it came to this Pisces energy. Demonic effect. Yeah, somebody processed South Node. Somebody was trying to affect you. Trying to lower your vibration, lower your energy, lower your, give me more with this. Divine inheritance acceptance. That's what it is. They wanted to affect you accepting your path. Accepting your gifts. Look, change. See, when it came to this rebirth, they wanted to change this rebirth to this horror energy. But see, I feel like, I don't know, somebody is confused by an individual's childhood upbringing, right? South Node in the reverse. And you seen, I just went to go, goddamn it, move it, and it flipped in the reverse. Mixed emotions. No. That's not how you operate. You know what I mean? Yeah, something changed with an individual's forward movement because they thought that they was going to have you in some type of secret competition. Look, prayer. Somebody was praying that you would be a whore. They was praying that they could influence you. It's something with you being easily influenced or something like that. When again, it comes to childhood. Hey, so maybe it's even like somebody, even if it was like a feeling inadequate or something like that. You know what I mean? So you were overly giving, like the overdoing or some shit like that. Different way of viewing things. That South Node energy is a liability. That's what I'm saying. What's going on with the secret competition? You got cause and effect. Adult mindset. So it's something, again, with the scales being balanced out, some being adjusted when it came to what actually manifested behind the scenes with this secret competition. Somebody's forward movement was an illusion. Because again, just out of a situation being balanced rightfully, you wasn't going to be in this stuck energy. And you got a code here. A Taurus, right? So you got a Taurus that may have been promiscuous. A Taurus may have joined the cult. Discard. May have discarded you, joined the cult, trying to discard the cult, join you. This is making me feel like an individual's mindset has changed though. But also understand with this Taurus, this is second house energy. This speaks of your possessions, your spiritual bank. So somebody wanted to, change your forward movement behind the scenes when it came to this secret competition. Because you was manifesting your second house energy is what it is. Property ownership. They wanted to take your shit is what it is. And somebody wanted to affect you to think you was losing your motherfucking mind. But they done lost their motherfucking mind, right? Because with this cold energy and discard, that's what I'm saying. This property belonging to this cult. You discarded the fuck out of these people. It's something with people grouping together due to a related belief. But again, when it comes to this mental exploration, your mind simply don't work like that. That Sagittarius energy is something about you being more of a free spirit. Sagittarius is the philosopher. The poet, Look, set up vibes, spiritual war attack, promiscuous. Somebody was being a whore. And they was trying to, again, spiritually attack you, block your intuition, role model. These people grouped together to do this. Have some type of influence when it came to this Sagittarius. It's blocking intuition. Somebody didn't want you to see that you were surrounded by snakes is what it is too. They dirty asses. Look, despair, set up vibes, financially stable. See, these motherfuckers was in despair. And they're trying to set you up because you was appearing to be financially stable. They was simply being petty. This Aquarius energy. Or again, this friend, however it was that these people seen the shit. They wasn't seeing the bigger picture. When no humanitarian shit about this right here. Somebody was legit being petty, being dishonest. And it has a lot to do with them having some type of demonic influence when it comes to their sixth sense. Somebody had some type of little baby demon speaking to them. Falsified, forged, look, altered. Somebody was lying, talking about they was going with the flow. Look, you got sickness when it comes to this setup vibes. What's going on with this? You got alchemist. So somebody was being petty and alchemizing some type of demonic effect over time. They was being petty and you was alchemizing. It's the alchemist. It's something which you learning to balance a situation out, go through again, whatever it is, cycles, whatever it is. Look, fairness, go with the flow. I'm telling you. Trust, trauma. Yeah. See, somebody thought they was going to traumatize you is what it is. And it's something about you having some type of firm belief system, being very structured. You know how to trust. Look, a waste of energy forward. And you still get to move forward. So it was simply a waste of energy for these people to even play with this. Because again, you was able to alchemize it. You was able to balance it out. That was unexpected, but yet it was fated. You weren't supposed to. Look, go with the flow when it comes to this devil energy. Whatever that south node energy was. Bondage, evil, toxic. Hospital visit. Medical attention. Warning signs. So it's something with somebody going with the flow, with them understanding with this bondage. It's some type of warnings of some type of bondage or something like that. And they know they like might need to seek some type of medical attention or something like that. You got selective. See, because when it came to this change, somebody wanted to be selective because their main intentions was, again, some type of secret competition. Like, what can you do? I can do better. You know, look, listening, conflict, battle. Go with the flow. Tip. Isolation. See, when it came to the secret competition, somebody gave a person a tip that they needed to isolate you. A selective tip. It's even giving me that an individual would only listen to specific things that they wanted to listen to. Yup. Conflict, battle, the solution, go with the flow. What's going on with this tip? You got money, cause and effect. So somebody may have paid a person some type of money, you know, for some type of spiritual knowledge or spiritual work or something like that. Look, I don't give a fuck. Go with the flow. Yeah. And something where an individual paid a person some money. This person knew what was in your possession when it came to your spiritual bank, and they still chose. They don't give a fuck. They chose to go work. You go forward. You know what I mean? With the work that they was doing. With this go with the flow. Yeah. It ended up being a turn of events. So what's going on with this? Look, oh, but God in the reverse. Sorry in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. Somebody paid a person, and they definitely was not using any type of divine presence. Somebody tapped into their deepest, darkest, little funky, sourest part of their motherfucking soul is what they did. God was not involved with this. And they felt a certain type of way. Because again, when it came to your spiritual bank, baby, you had a glowing fucking trail. Yeah. These people decided to operate with the devil. Look, they was silly when it came to them going with the flow. Because now it's some shit that's positive. Some positive shit going on. What's going on with this? You got cult, death ending. So something is ending when it came to a toxic cult. And them blocking your intuition. Look, you got fears. Something has changed when it came to your fears. Yeah. So again, it's some type of illusion that has been dismantled. Look, you got surrender here. Go with the flow, chosen. And somebody got to surrender and just simply go with the flow. Because clearly you chosen. Smooth talker in the reverse did doing the most in the reverse. See, somebody was being petty. They can't even smooth talk this alchemist. You know what I mean? It's something where somebody was trying to convince you to do the most. To, again, overdo. And fuck that. For what? Look, street smart. Go with the flow. True story. You learn from being out here in these physical and these spiritual streets. At whatever aspect it is that you had to experience them streets. Either way it go, baby, look, guarded. You know what the fuck to do. With this change, this transformation, you know, again, with that death card, something only ends only for something new to begin. With this new beginning, you ain't got no intention on wasting no energy. You hear me? Blank on this side, straight dreams on this side. Baby, sky's the limit. Do you hear me? On their high horse, thinking they better than others. You know, that's how people viewing you right now. And it's simply because you have dreams, you know. You have goals. You actually inspiring to be something. Right. Hard in the reverse. Structure in the reverse. That shit ain't hard. These folks just lack structure. Yeah. And something about, again, you alchemizing this energy and being guarded when it comes to wasting your energy, which is making things easier for you too. It's some type of spiritual knowledge, I'm telling you, that you got spiritual wisdom. And it's a promiscuous person that's looking at you, that's trapped in their shadow side because they don't know what else to do. Look, soaking. Street smart. Now they soaking because they claim to be street smart, you know, but again, they didn't make wise decisions. And now they feel like it could be costing them dearly. It's been a sudden change. Yep. What's going on with this? You got purgatory. Surrender. So this magician is getting a tip that they got to surrender to purgatory. Somebody soaking because they in purgatory. Yeah. For trying a chosen one. They in their feelings because they decided to operate in their shadow side. Big ego. And now with this purgatory, it's like somebody is being forced to cleanse. They being punished to cleanse. It's like they got to go through their karma. And some might really be affecting their money. Yeah, you got a Virgo here with the chosen. Health. That 6th house energy. What's going on? Might be a Virgo in the medical field. You got a Libra here. So, soaking purgatory. We could have a Libra in purgatory soaking. You know, somebody could be soaking in purgatory due to a Libra or something. Or this could also have to do with justice, with the scales being balanced out. Libra is 7th house energy that deals with partnerships and marriages. You know what I mean? It also deals with the justice system. It deals with cause and effect. Truth, fairness, balance. Again. And you got satisfaction, period. Blank, blank, blank. Somebody operated, again, from a demonic place. And that's where they stay. Intuition on 10. Somebody done lost some type of intuitive gifts or something like that that they had. It's something with somebody being bound to some type of lies that they told or something like that. Some type of one-sided energy siphoning in the reverse. See, something is ending because the individual is not able to siphon off other people anymore. And it's something about them having to face their fears and them not being able to smooth talk. Like they can't get themselves out this jam. Look, powerful manifestor. Siphoning in a reverse, powerful manifestor. Fuel up. So somebody can't siphon. It's something about you being too powerful of a manifestor, Pisces, or this person, again, they need some type of fuel up in order to be this powerful manifestor. It's something with a situation being illuminated about, again, this perspectives, you know, the way that an individual was seeing a situation, their perception. And you got heartbreak here. So somebody manifested some type of heartbreak when it comes to that kindred energy. It's really making me feel like somebody's ancestors is feeling a certain type of way toward them. Look, portals guarded. That's what I'm saying. They don't have access to the ethers. They don't even have access to their ancestors. That was unpredicted. It's something about somebody being able to do something over time. When it came to them accessing these portals, it was real easy. And see, with that I don't give a fuck energy, something shifted and the person still didn't pay attention. Look, blank, blank. I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. They simply didn't care. Look, sickness in the reverse. Clean as a whistle in the reverse. It's something about, you know, again. Because with the sickness in the reverse, it's like somebody is being dishonest, right? Because even with this clean as a whistle, that clean as a whistle should be in the upright then. Motherfucker not clean as a whistle. So they clearly denying the sickness or something like that. Or they hiding something about themselves. Understand, even like, again, with their entity attachment, that energy, that came out in the main energy. Somebody is denying the fact that they actually got some shit on them that's influencing their decisions, their choices. They forfeited when it came to their trust, their beliefs. Somebody sold their soul type energy. True story. I ain't bullshitting. And again, they soaking in purgatory. It's like somebody is on hell on earth is what they feel like. They being tormented in their waking life and in their sleep. What's going on with this true story? You got what? So it's something with this purgatory energy and somebody questioning this spiritual wisdom, questioning this beliefs, questioning something. You got death. Some type of ending, some type of change, some type of transition. Again, they questioning something they was taught. Look, conflict, battle when it comes to this working together, death. Something has ended. And somebody is having issues when it comes to this working together energy. Despair in the reverse. Yeah. So somebody is questioning why another individual is not in despair. This may have something to do with a Libra or something who was able to move forward or who learned some type of lessons when it came to them integrating some type of ideas or something. Yeah, you got high vibrational union when it comes to this conflict and battle. See, secrets, lustful, intuition on 10 in the reverse. So somebody's intuition is blocked due to them keeping secrets about the different things that they lust after. Somebody got some type of strong secrets or something like that. And then not to mention, again, with the influence, the different things that they allow to influence them. Somebody is very easily influenced. Yeah, true story. They question. High vibrational in the reverse. See, somebody low vibrational. These secrets of this low vibrational ass energy that they was in, they can't siphon. Spiritual war, attack, conflict, battle, same belief system, matching energy. See, it ain't working. And something about you being a powerful manifester. Again, another motherfucker just pretending. It ain't working. What's going on with this? So you got working together and it came out damn near backward. And then you got play, looking in the mirror. See? Again, it's something with you being this powerful man. If you ain't working together with them at all. It's something about an individual being very dishonest. And again, the refusal to accept accountability, make sound decisions, all that shit. Yeah, nah. It's some type of heartbreak when it comes to this union because somebody expected you to be in some type of harmonious energy, but they thought they was going to play with the Empress. Now they got to look in the mirror and accept the fact that this cycle done closed out. It done came to completion. Look, death, breakdown, conflict, battle, matching energy. Somebody simply getting out what they have put into a situation is what it is. Hospital visit. So somebody's play about this forward movement may cause them some type of hospital visit or something like that. Again, something has changed or something unexpected happened when it came to a person trying to access a portal that they didn't have access to. Look, go with the flow, minds, devil, bondage, conflict, battle. Yeah. It's like somebody trying to take their soul back. What is it? What is they doing when they soul back? Stepping on toes in the reverse, satisfaction in the reverse. So somebody is dissatisfied because they can't step on your toes. And some about these secrets and somebody accepting some type of surface level spiritual knowledge. Either way it go, it ain't working for them. Look, because they're in they self node and you simply too strong-willed for this conflict battle. It's pointless. If you already done access your north node and this person is in a south node, you damn sure bet the fuck not. See, in their feelings. Trauma. So somebody in their feelings. When it comes to what they decided to go ahead and go along with. Yeah. This may have something to do with something that took place around the summer or last summer or something like that. And again, somebody questioning why you're not in despair. Look, you got a baby. In their feelings when it comes to a baby. Somebody might be questioning if a child is theirs or something like that as well too. It's something about, again, this perception change. Somebody's viewpoint change. Somebody may have even told some type of lies or something like that about a baby. South node, used up, worried. Somebody is exhausted, drained, burned out. This can also have something to do with a new beginning. Look, rejected, energy vampire, South node, exhausted. See, yeah. Somebody is not gaining access to these different portals because they are energy vampires. Understood that they only want entry to siphon. Not to mention they don't even belong here. See, soul in the reverse. With this despair in the reverse. You're not in despair because you did not sell your soul. When it came to that conforming, look, compassion. Soft node. Somebody wants some type of compassion because they in their soft node energy. But when they was making the decisions, they was making this blank over here. And they simply didn't give a fuck, remember? Not to mention, they still want to hold these secrets. You got silly in the reverse. So, you ain't sell your soul because you ain't silly, right? Not to mention, you ain't silly when you already know about these different secrets of this low vibrational way of synergy that somebody was extending over time. You know, you got heart chakra activation and soft node. Somebody did not get their heart chakra activation is what it is. They refuse to move beyond. They refuse to see things, you know, from a healed perspective. Someone close to you. Low vibrational as fuck. Dishonest as fuck. The culprit. Never like to accept accountability. No, none of that. Look, with this working together in the reverse, somebody was playing. They was not, it wasn't no working together. And now they need some type of medical attention, spiritual attention or something like that. Because again, they ain't able to step on nobody's toes and siphon their energy. They only left to work with the energy that they have. And let's get it understood that they don't have none. And you got jealous. Somebody is jealous by your seriousness. Jealous by how serious you taking. And you won't work with them again. It's something about this ending. Somebody close to you going through this transformation. A copycat. Wisdom. Connection. Somebody was trying to copy your connection and make it seem like they had some type of wisdom. But again, they had some type of messed up intentions. Backwards ass intentions. Right. You got successful bloodline. Look, divine inheritance process. See, it's something about you coming from a successful bloodline. Again, you had to shift your perspective. Let go of the things which did not serve you in order for you to tap into this energy. You had some type of strong divine inheritance where you hold some type of strong influence. It's something about you being a leader. And you just had to go through the process of gaining the structure, the discipline, the experience, the authority. Yep. So somebody is jealous about the fact that you are actually successful. And they thought you was playing. They was playing when it came to this divine femme energy. Yep. Again, with this bloodline and this spiritual inheritance, moving forward, it's some with some type of medical attention. Like somebody need assistance. Look, because they fumbled. Being in a soft node energy, trying to hold on to some shit simply for entertainment. Ain't working. Dumpster energy. Look, liar, liar in the reverse, baby, when it comes to this new birth, wants out. Hey, and we gonna leave it just right there, fumble. They fumbled some shit. And you being real honest when it comes to moving forward, your intentions. You going internal to receive this guidance. You're actually listening to the guidance. You have a guided walk. And you ain't stepping on nobody's toes. No, nothing like that. So it's like it just is what it is. An individual fumbled their forward movement. They're going to have to find another way. All right. And that's your read, Pisces.